Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is a dry snuff review. This will be the first review of the second grouping of snuff that I got in. So it will be a product from Pashal Tobacco, which makes a line called Gawith, and this is the review of Gawith Silver. Silver is a stand-in name after the laws changed and they couldn't use certain flavor types. So originally this was Gawith Cola. I have never had it, and I have left this unopened so I could show you the safety seal on these. So it is a 10-gram tap box. It is a product of Germany. If the warning label hadn't already tipped you off. That is the opening. Now, when I did their apricot or original as it was renamed, I had already opened that one by the time I did the review. So basically, it's got a tab right here. That is the pop open where the hole is for the tap box. This silver piece right here is like a safety seal, okay? It is joined to the container up here, and there's a bunch of teeth that are sealed with each tooth down the side, all right? So basically all you do is you pop this open like you were going to open it, and that plastic breaks off. A lot of tap boxes don't have a safety seal, okay? I mean, they could be opened and used and you would never really know. The other German product by Bernard's does not have one. Neither does the Samuel Gawith from England. And some of the Pashal products, like the Alpine, didn't have one either. So, basically it's a tap box, all right? So, it's an opening. That hole right there can be pushed down on this nub right here to keep it open. As so, okay? You can see the hole there. I don't know how full this is, so I'm not going to turn it all the way over. I am going to knock some out on my hand. It is very full. Drawback of these tap boxes is you can't see the contents, which can be problematic. You can't, not so much that you're looking, not that you'd be worried that, there's contents missing. It's more of a, you can't tell where they are in the container. With these fluffy products, the other problem is getting them out because they are, let me see if I can, see how that's moving around as one piece? That's what I mean by pillowy. It's not, it's a fine grind, but there's a cling to the product, okay? It's not like a dust. So it sort of rolls on itself. And sometimes with the tap box, it's hard to get it out. So you start tapping harder, of course, and the next thing you know, you got way too much out. That's really my only complaint with these. Some people say they don't keep the product at the right moisture level long enough. I don't find that an issue. Plus, the other 5-gram ones with lift-off lids, I can't possibly see how that would lock in moisture better. So, it is a fluffy medium brown. This will be a mentholated product. I may have to hold my one nostril because I am a little bit stuffed up. Not for long, though. That's cola. That's cola. Okay. It's mentholated. Not terribly strong on nicotine. It's got a very naturalness about the cola. It's not so much like a... I guess it's sweet or scented sweet, but it's not like a Coca-Cola or Pepsi Cola. It's like cola nut, like what cola actually is. For those that don't know, cola is from cola nut, which is grown, I believe, in the Caribbean. Mind you, cola products in the modern day and age have very little actual cola in them. It's more probably lab-made flavoring. But in the Caribbean, I know in Jamaica, they actually have cola tea. It's basically ground cola nut that is put in tea bags, and they steep it like you would a regular cup of tea. And it's supposed to be good for certain minor stomach ailments. Sort of like colas when I was a kid, and probably people older than me, maybe not so much anymore, you know, if you had an upset stomach, they'd say drink some Coca-Cola. Anyway, it's sort of soda-y, it's sort of natural cola. To tell you the truth, I can't say I overly care for it. I'm breathing a lot better, though, because of it being mentholated. Easy to take. Doesn't hit you in the back of the throat. Now, I didn't even really... I just basically breathed in through my nose with it below my nostril. But... although it is obviously cola, which I wasn't quite sure because some of these German products, the mentholation's so to such an extent, you can't tell what the scent is supposed to be, the flavoring. So I was skeptical whether I'd even be able to tell. But I can, and I personally, my personal taste, I don't overly care for it. Now, I do drink a ridiculous amount of Pepsi Max in a day. But that's because of caffeine. That's not a taste thing for me. And regular sodas, like non-diet, I really can't drink. They're too syrupy. So maybe I'm just not a huge fan of the flavor scent of cola. But, I mean, it's all right. It's tolerable. It's not, you know... But you got to keep in mind, this is my own personal preference here, okay? There's nothing wrong with the product. The product's quality, I like their tap boxes. The only drawback, as I said, is you can't see what's going on inside of one. This, it's all right. I mean, I probably will not end up using all of this, unlike the very first review I did of the original apricot. This is almost gone now. It's all right. It's all right. If you were a fan of cola, like a sweeter cola like Pepsi, you might dig this. The novelty of it, at least. For me, I could take or leave it. I'd probably leave it. But it's a quality product, and it's in quality packaging, and it's not terribly expensive. I think this cost, mind you, there was shipping involved, but it came with a bunch of other stuff. So I think this was a little bit under $3, something like that. It's all right. I think I got myself a little worked up for this one because I'm sort of excited about it, but yeah. But as I said, that is just a taste scent preference on my part. It's really nothing wrong with the product. So this has been the review of Gawith Silver, formerly Cola Snuff, in the 10-gram tap box. All right, so they just open up, and you can push it down on that knob if you want. I usually just leave them open for as long as it's going to actually take to, but it does fit on that knob. All right, quality product again. The menthol on it was a little bit brought down. I actually like that. Some of their products are well overboard on the menthol. This seemed like it was a little bit lower. That part works for me. And being able to get the whatever the scent is supposed to be works too. In this case, I just don't overly care for that scent. So, again, this is Gawith's Silver Snuff in the 10-gram tap box. It is a product of Pashel Tobacco of Germany. And I got it at MrSnuff.com, which I have no affiliation with, but it is sort of the only game in town for this stuff. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy. Do check out Berg's Dip Reviews, Winnington Outdoors, Wayside Lee 83, and Dirty Pat Walsh, all of which are active as I speak. Okay? Guys, take care of yourself, and as always, God bless.